Hey guys, first of all, Merry Christmas to everyone that is celebrating and Happy Holidays, and I welcome you to a new League of Legends video as well. So it's been a while since I've made a new League tips and tricks video, and I thought it's about time. So throughout this video, I'll be covering what I consider to be 2 major tips and tricks, and then 3 smaller and more general types of tips and tricks that I think you'll find interesting regardless. And the first ones are going to be all about deception and tricking out your opponent. I will first start things off by talking about a really cool trick that you can do with Shaco. This is definitely one of the cooler tricks you can do within League of Legends, and again, it is all about deception with Shaco. Now, you can only use this trick once per game, unfortunately, but it confuses your opponent in making them think that the clone from your ultimate is 100% without question the real Shaco. So here's how this trick works. Make sure that the last time the opponent see you on the map anywhere is before you hit level 6, whether it's level 5, level 4, or even level 3. So in this example here, the last time Bard saw me was when I was level 4. After that, go ahead and hit level 6 without the enemy team, of course, again seeing you, so that as you are level 6, the enemy team, if they press tab, they still only see you as level 5 or below. Then when coming in for a gank, for instance mid lane, you can use your ultimate on the side, throw in your clone as you see right here, and the enemy opponent will without question think that that has to be the real Shaco, because to them that clone is going to be shown as the level that they saw you at last. So in this example here, the Bard saw the clone as level 4, so he had to have thought that that had to be the real Shaco. That cannot be a clone since I am supposedly level 4. And as your opponent is confused and maybe uses an ability or 2 on the clone, you can Q in from the side and go for the kill. Let's take a look at that trick one more time, but this time we'll be on the receiving end and we'll see the enemy Shaco do the same thing to me. So just now we see the enemy Shaco is level 4 as he ventures back into the jungle to hit level 6. Now as we skip a few minutes into the game, you see when I press tab, I'm level 7, but the Shaco to me is still level 4 because that is the last time I saw him. But for the purpose of this video, we know that Shaco is level 6, so as he is setting up in the exact same area, you see he sends out his clone. That's his ultimate clone right there, and it shows it to us as level 4. So as a mid laner, I'm obviously going to start assuming that that has to be the real Shaco because he has no access to his ultimate at level 4. But little do I know, he is actually level 6 and he queues in right behind me and goes in for the kill, and it can easily catch your opponent by surprise. So now that we got the first trick out of the way, let's move on to the second one. This one is talking about having a secret pink ward around the map whenever you're facing an Evelynn. So Evelynn is known to be one of the more annoying junglers because, well, it's really hard to spot her and keep track of her since regular wards just do not work on her. Now pink wards are of course the answer whenever facing Evelynn, but if you have it in the bush to reveal her, well, she's gonna find it, she's gonna kill it, and then you have to go ahead and buy another one. So instead, you can have a secret pink ward as you see in this example right here. So first you need vision in that bush, so in this case I have a regular ward within the bush to still see vision within it, but as long as the pink ward I have over the wall is within the vicinity of showing the vision within the bush, it'll actually show me Evelynn without her being notified that she is being revealed. And this will work wherever the vision of the pink ward will more or less extend its vision enough to see within the area you have already warded. So again, in this case, having the pink ward up on this ledge will still give me enough vision to see Evelynn while she's walking through the river, again to notify me that she is coming in for the gank without her seeing the pink ward and clearing it, and also without her even knowing she's being seen. So let's take another look from the other person's perspective. So in this case, myself being the Evelynn player. So you see the Taric ended up throwing down his ward again, just like I did in the previous example video. And just now he put down the pink ward on the other side of this small ledge. So he was able to see me the entire time without me knowing that he's actually being able to see me, since as you see right now, I didn't have that exclamation mark above me. But if the Taric were to go ahead and destroy the ward that I just simply put over the wall to show you that the pink is definitely there, the second I lose vision of the pink, well, the exclamation mark above my head is gone. I no longer know that I am being seen, but he can still most definitely see me up until this part right here that I'm walking in. So remember this whenever you are facing Evelynn. And in case some of you are wondering, as I do have it in the description on the right of the video, this only works with Evelynn and not other invisible type champions like maybe Twitch. So it is a unique interaction with that champion only, but again, it is still a very cool and hard counter to Evelynn as well. And for the final part of this video, I'll be talking about 3 minor general tips and tricks throughout League of Legends in general. So the first one I'll be talking about is the inhibitor visual timer. Now I was very surprised at how many people did not know this whenever I would tell them this tip. But whenever an enemy inhibitor or an ally inhibitor is destroyed, there is a timer so you have a rough idea on when it's going to respawn. So as I'm fast forwarding this clip, I mean, you should see something very obvious. On the inhibitor, it is slowly filling up in a red orangish color. And well, that right there is the timer. I mean, the more it's filled up, the closer it is to respawning, and as it fully fills up, well, the inhibitor is going to respawn. A very small tip, but it's also very important to know if you didn't. The second minor tip I want to talk to you guys about is something relatively new. So I don't know about you guys, but whenever you're in a rush to buy items and get to lane, maybe because you're a little late, sometimes you can forget the trinket, as you see in this example right here. Well, did you know that now if you end up forgetting the trinket but you leave the base, it instantly gives you into your inventory the warding trinket or the yellow trinket. So if you do remember to buy your items but you just happen to forget to click on the trinket, or maybe you misclick without realizing it, well, luckily for you, the game will now automatically give you the trinket as you leave the base. And the final minor tip and trick is going to be within champion select. Now, keeping track when there's such a big list of champions of maybe what champions you want to play, what you want to ban out, or a combination of the two, well, this can obviously be somewhat annoying and difficult. So a cool thing you can do within the search box is you can type a champion name, a divider, and then you can type in another champion name, and then it'll show both of them. If you type in 3 as you see here, it'll show all 3 of them. And you can keep doing this over and over and over until you get every champion that you want highlighted without just only being limited to one champion or just simply seeing them all. Again, nothing too completely major, but it is still very cool and interesting to know. But that is about it for this tips and tricks episode. If you did enjoy this one, learned something new, found it interesting, or whatever the case may be, please definitely hit the like button to show your support and that I know you guys really enjoy this type of content. Also, definitely make sure to check out my other videos on my channel, subscribe if you haven't, share it with your friends. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone, and I also hope to see you for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.